It's time to cook with Susan Beck, and I'm so excited to share with you today a new recipe I found for chicken chili skillet cheese dip. We're going to make that dip in a cast iron skillet today. If you don't have a cast iron skillet, that's okay. An 8x8 or a 9x9 pan will work, or even a pie tin would be great. We're going to take a look at all the great ingredients that go into this dip. For veggies, we have some corn, some red pepper, some green onions. We're just going to use the light green and the white parts, although I think I'll garnish with those green tops. And some chilies. You could use jalapenos instead. For protein, we have some leftover chicken, and I am using Great Northern beans. This calls for any kind of white bean, so a cannellini bean or a navy bean would work too. We're going to use some pepper jack and cheddar cheese, as well as some Greek yogurt. You could also use sour cream if you preferred for your dairy. And then we're going to season with some Hungarian paprika that my daughter just brought me from Hungary, but any paprika will do, cumin, salt, and garlic. On my way by the stove, I turned the oven on to 375 degrees. Now at the sink, we're going to drain these two ingredients. Let's start by putting my beans into a colander, and I'm going to rinse them. I always like to rinse my beans, whether I'm making Old Settlers beans or chili or anything else. And these are my green chilies. I'm just keeping the lid on there, and I'm just going to drain off the excess liquid. Okay, those were my chilies. If you're using some canned jalapenos, do the same thing. In preparation for heating our dip, we're going to put like a tablespoon of olive oil into our skillet and just swirl it around a little bit just to grease the bottom. Or you could take a pastry brush or a paper towel and rub that around a little bit as well. Then we're going to be putting some of our ingredients into our food processor. Into our food processor goes all but 1/2 cup of the beans. We'll reserve 1/2 cup for later use. Our spices, which include 1/2 cup of paprika, 1/2 cup, 1/2 teaspoon of paprika, 1/2 teaspoon of cumin, 1/2 teaspoon of salt. I'm using kosher salt, and 2 teaspoons or a couple cloves of garlic. You can adjust those spices how you would like. And then we're going to put in about 2 tablespoons of oil. This reminds me a little bit of kind of making hummus. You can check out my hummus recipes. I've got one for acorn squash and a traditional hummus on my website. We want to pulse this until it's smooth. I'm going to give it a little stir and pulse a little more. Now that oil is in there to help make it smooth. And oh, I just remembered, I forgot something else that will help out because it's a little bit liquidy. In goes that Greek yogurt that we're using. This is just plain, no vanilla in that. Okay, again, sour cream would work just fine as well. All right, let's continue pulsing. Just finish pulsing that all together. Want it nice and smooth. Now we're going to add a few other ingredients that we're just going to pulse briefly. One of those things will be the chicken. We've got about 2 cups. Now this is just leftover chicken that we had for supper. You could buy a rotisserie chicken, canned chicken, boil your chicken carcasses. We do that as well a lot of times. I'm going to put in that corn. I'm going to put in the onions and the red peppers. Put in the chilies. And also into there, we're going to put in 1/2 cup of the cheddar cheese. We're reserving the 1/2 cup of pepper jack and the other 1/2 cup of cheddar for the top. I'm just going to pulse that just like 3 times is all. Let me give you a look at that. All right, here's what we have so far. Kind of chunky. Remove that blade, and then we're going to put this into our greased cast iron skillet. Now this is going to be served with tortilla chips after we bake it for 25 to 30 minutes. We're going to get it nice and hot and bubbly. Let it rest for 5 minutes or so we don't burn ourselves when we dig in with our chips. But can't wait to have this again. All right, spreading that around. And then on top, we're going to add the rest of our cheddar cheese. So I've got a half a cup of cheddar left. And then we haven't used any of this yet, but I've got half a cup of pepper jack cheese. And then we saved about a half a cup of beans that can just go on top to make it look nice. And then when we take it out, I'll garnish it with the tops of those green. Into the
onions.
oven we go. Oh, look at that. I just love how it's bubbling on the side and that cheese is all melted. I'll let that sit for that 5-minute rest. The easiest way to garnish this with those green onions is just to take a scissors and snip them into little like 1/4-inch pieces. And I'll just add a little pop of color on the top, although I can see some of that red pepper there, and I've got the yellow cheese and the white of those whole beans that we tossed on the top. I'm just going to take a chip and dig right in there. Oh, the flavors of that are fantastic. I love the spice choices in this. And just the fact, I love a warm dip. Those are just so, so good in my opinion. And you know what? This is going to be my supper tonight. Enjoy chicken chili skillet cheese dip for an appetizer, for a little snack, for your supper. And be sure to subscribe to Time to Cook with Susan Beck for other great recipes, including many that use beans and some other great dip recipes and much, much more.